We dug through the latest ammo price data to bring you hard facts on what rounds are cheapest and why it matters. In June 2025, most ammo categories are cheaper than they've been in years, making it a prime time to bulk buy. We'll cover each category: shotgun, rimfire, rifle, pistol, and revolver. Number 1, shotgun shells, 12 gauge and 20 gauge. Shotgun ammo has largely stabilized. 12 gauge shells are about 33 cents per round, current best prices, down from over 40 cents last year. In fact, today's 33-cent price is below the 3-month and 12-month average, meaning shotgun shells are near historic lows. Analysts even note that now may be a good time to stock up on 12-gauge ammo while prices hover around 30 to 35 cents. That makes 12-gauge a solid buy now for clays, hunting, or home defense. 20-gauge shells are similarly cheap, roughly 33 cents per round, and they often run a few cents less in practice loads. Recoil's lighter on 20-gauge too, and the price stability is comparable. In short, expect to pay 30 to 40 cents per shell for most birdshot or slug loads, and that's a great deal historically. Buckshots cost more, closer to 90 cents for a round, but even that's not at panic levels. Both 12 and 20 gauge remain versatile and affordable. Stock up on practice and hunting loads now. Prices are flat or down, and plan purchases ahead of busy hunting seasons for extra savings. Number 2, rimfire cartridges, 22 long range, 22 WMR, 17 HMR. Rimfire ammo is unbelievably cheap right now. 22 long range is an absolute bargain at about 5 cents per round. That's essentially bottom of the chart pricing. 22 long range rounds are 44% below the long-term average. This caliber saw a historic plunge after the 2020 shortage, and prices have stabilized near 5 cents for bulk practice ammo. Black Basin notes 22 long range, 5 cents per round, 44% below all-time average, calling today's level one of the best buying opportunities in recent years. Practically speaking, you can stockpile thousands of rounds of 22 long range for little money, which is perfect for training, plinking, and small game hunting. Magnum rimfires are higher cost but still attractive deals. 22 WMR 22 Magnum is around 19 to 20 cents per round, though normally pricier than 22 long range. It's currently about 36% below its own long-term average. 17 HMR runs about 25 cents per round, 26% under its mean. These rounds excel for varmint hunting and are more specialized, but today's prices are the lowest they've been in years. Recommendation: 22 long range is a no-brainer to stockpile. Buy as much as you can. It's near a 50% discount from normal. The 22 WMR and 17 HMR are also relatively cheap now. Buy what you need for hunting or pest control, but 22 long range is the highest priority because of its versatility and record low price. Number 3, intermediate rifle rounds, 5.56, 223 NATO, 7.62 by 39. These are modern sporting rifle calibers. 5.56 by 45mm NATO, 223 Remington AR-15 ammo is dirt cheap at about 39 cents per round. That's practically at a 5-year low. Black Basin data shows current 39 cents, roughly 33% below its long-term average. In fact, 5.56 ammo has been falling steadily since late 2023 and now presents an excellent buying opportunity. 7.62 by 39mm AK/SKS ammo is equally appealing. Current brass case military 7.62 by 39 is around 45 cents per round, which is literally its all-time low. This 45-cent figure is a solid 25% below the long-term average. Black Basin notes that early 25 prices have dropped to its all-time low thanks to increased U.S. production and competition. In practical terms, it means an AK shooter can buy ammo cheaper than ever before. Because both 5.56 and 7.62 by 39 are widely used, their supplies have recovered and even benefited from raw material price drops, unlike some precision calibers. As a result, these rounds are good candidates for stockpiling. Between the two, 5.56 is a bit more expensive per shot, 39 cents versus 45 cents, but 7.62 by 39 offers more punch for minimal extra cost. Either way, both are in high supply and low price. High capacity, cheap ammo, buy lots. Stock up on 5.56, 223, Practice FMJ at 39 cents and 7.62 by 39 at 45 cents now, since these are in downward trending markets. They serve multiple roles: target, self-defense, varmint hunting with soft points, and their prices are unlikely to go much lower without another. If you've made it this far and you like what you're watching, please like and subscribe. Number 4, full power rifle calibers, 308 Win, 30-06, etc. Full power rifles are heavier hitting hunting and precision rounds. In general, these are pricier, but still most favorable now. .308 Winchester 7.62 by 51mm NATO, a very popular round, is sitting at only about 69 cents per round for bulk brass. That's essentially the lowest we've seen in years. Black Basin shows current .308 pricing at 5-year lows, 69 cents per round, representing a 5-year low and 17.86% below the all-time average. In concrete terms, it's nearly 18% cheaper than average. If you hunt or shoot precision .308, this is a killer deal. Historically, these rounds ran near $1 each or more, so snapping them up at around 70 cents is wise. .30-06 Springfield, another very common hunting round, is roughly 80 to 85 cents per round. Prices have ticked up just a few percent recently, about 2.5% above the 3-month average, likely due to seasonal demand. However, 82 cents is still well below the long-term average of 96 cents, roughly 14% cheaper than the historical mean. In other words, .30-06 isn't at an absolute record low like 9mm or 7.62 by 3.9, but it's still cheaper than normal for this big caliber. It's a reasonable buy if you reload it or rely on it for elk or whitetail, especially off-season. Special note, 7.62 by 54R used in Mosin Nagant's Dragunov's is about 75 cents per round, which is higher than some other rifle rounds and actually above its own 5-year average. Black Basin reports 7.62 by 54R ammo has seen very little price relief. 75 cents is about 12% above its all-time average and up 10% versus last year. In short, 7.62 by 54R is still relatively expensive and hasn't really bottomed out. That's what makes it a less attractive bulk buy right now, unless it's your only chambering. Other full-power rounds, 6.5 Creedmoor, 7mm rim mag, etc., are generally in the $1 to $1.70 per round range now. Ammo Squared lists 6.5 Creedmoor hunting at $1.70. That's middle of the road. 6.5 Creedmoor is more costly per shot than .308, but popular for long range. Unless you have specific rifles, focus on .308 and .30-06 as core full-power picks. .308 Winchester is a standout bargain, buy in bulk around 70 cents. .30-06 is also cheap by historical standards, 82 cents, good for hunters. Rounds like .308, 7.62 by 5.1, and .30-06 have broad utility, big game, precision, so stock them now. Skip niche surplus rounds like 7.62 by 54R for now, as their prices haven't dropped yet. Number 5, pistol calibers, 9mm, 45 ACP, 380, 40 cal, etc. Pistol ammo is highly varied. Here are the key trends for popular handgun rounds. 9mm Luger, still king of pistol ammo. Bulk practice grade 9mm is about 20 cents per round non-premium, which is very low. In fact, that's 31% below the 5-year average. After spiking to 71 cents in 2020, prices have come way down. There was a tiny uptick in late 24 to about 20 cents, but it's a shallow rise on top of a historic slump. The bottom line, 9mm is still cheap and abundant, making it an excellent staple for defense or practice. 45 ACP, currently around 31 cents per round for bulk ammo. That's essentially at an all-time low. 29 cents was the cheapest point and roughly 33% under the long-term average. In other words, 45s are on sale. If you carry or compete with 45, 1911s, etc., now's a great time to pick up boxes. From a usage standpoint, 9mm and 45 ACP are extremely versatile, self-defense, range, so they top the list. Given prices, 9mm at 20 cents and 45 ACP at 31 cents represent some of the best value per bullet. The small carry calibers, 380 and 40 cal, are somewhat more costly per round in defense ammo, but in practice ammo they're still affordable, and you should top off any carry loadout. Prioritize 9mm and 45 ACP, with 9mm around 20 cents and 45 at 31 cents, both well below their averages. These are bargain buys. Bulk 9mm for range use and self-defense hollow points is wise. If you carry 380 or 40 cal, note current unit prices, 28 cents and 42 cents, and buy extra if you shoot them often. For rare calibers, 10mm, 38 Super, etc., just buy as needed. They're not dropping as much. Number 7, Revolver cartridges, 38 Special, 357 Magnum, and 44 Magnum. Revolver ammo is mostly back to earth. 38 Special practice loads are around 36 cents per round. That's very cheap relative to its past. Historically, it's averaged 52 cents. Black Basin notes 38 Special's all-time low is 28 cents, and today's 36 cents is well below average. So 38s are plentiful, great for revolver practice or personal defense reloads. 357 Magnum runs higher, roughly 58 cents per round for practice ammo. That's double 38s per round cost, but still reasonable given that 357 was nearly $3 per round at its peak. At 58 cents, it's cheap by modern standards. Defense grade 357 can be around $1 or more, so practice FMJs where you save. Any 357 shooters should be happy with current pricing. I'd buy a case now. 44 Magnum is about 90 cents per round, which is on the expensive side, though well below the $1.46 peak. 44s are great for hunting and big game defense, but most shooters won't need thousands of rounds. If you do, note that 90 cents is a solid bulk price for Magnums. Stockpile 38 Special and 357 Magnum if you own revolvers. 38s are ridiculously cheap right now, and 357s are a good deal too. 44s and other Magnum rounds are pricier, but only if needed for hunting or defense. In general, if you have wheel guns for SHTF or defense, having extra 38 357 on hand is a low-cost way to beef up your reserves.